morning, everyone. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for January 27th, Monday, January 27th, 2025. I'm using the Wandering Moon deck today. Just a note, I am switching to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. Friday reading will be the weekend read like it has been, but I'll be uploading 3 times a week, just for FYI. All right. If you like these readings, please like, comment, subscribe, the usual. All right. Let's see what we have here. The Wanderer. Here we go. The Star. The Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Moons. It's very interesting. It feels to me like there's a process of growing through isolation in this read. There's a feeling here of, I wouldn't say rejecting the isolation, but it's the growing past it. The Wanderer, the Hermit, is kind of indicative of the light within, right? So the Hermit holds the star within, holds the hope and the truth and the illumination and all of the intuitive guidance internally, right? So the Hermit, the Wanderer, is isolated or alone to find that hope, to find that light. And then it looks like the star moves outward. So it goes from an inward process to an outward process in an effort to put down a burden or to come into contact with a burden that is blocking that Ten of Moons or Ten of Cups energy. So there's an inward process here to start the week of where we see ourselves reflected and where we go searching for that fulfillment, for that Ten of Cups, and how we go searching for it, where we hold our hope, what we base our actions and movement on, right? That Ten of Wands is interesting though, because the putting down of the burden seems to be particularly important. The Four of Swords, letting something rest. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so what we're letting rest is essentially the process of being the valiant warrior. Some of us may need a lot of rest, and that rest is very much a victory. So this Hermit influence that leads to awareness of the burden blocking the fulfillment. That awareness, that knowledge, that self-knowledge leads to putting something down, putting down a belief burden battle in an effort to stop having to be so self-guarding, okay? The Six of Wands is all about victory, but it's a victory over the Eight of Swords, over the self-bondage, the belief systems that keep us trapped in our old patterns, in our old beliefs, not beliefs, in our old ways of being. So this feels very internal to me, but it's internal in a way that directly affects how we move in the world. So it's not just an emotional process here. It's a mental, emotional processing that ultimately gets us to the awareness of how to achieve the fulfillment that we're looking for. Seven of Swords. Okay, so the fear here, the thing that we're putting down, and I'll show you how I'm going to read this. All right, so the Four of Swords and the Hermit, right? So the thing the Hermit needs to let go of is the expectation of manipulation. The Seven of Swords is about disarming an enemy. It's about manipulation. It's about being deceived. Okay, so there's a quality here of needing to drop this to experience the more positive side of the influence here. So the hope and the sense of standing up for yourself, the sense of feeling protected. Okay, and then you have the Lovers. So you have this influence leading to a choice or a partnership that feels like putting down the burden and achieving that victory over the belief system that we're falsely holding on to. And then you have the Eight of Cups, which is leaving behind felicity, but it's the Eight of Cups touching the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So what you're leaving behind is the self-bondage for the fulfillment. I mean, I guess you also have the choice. That presents as a choice to me. You have the choice to leave behind the fulfillment and experience the self-fulfilling prophecy, or you can leave behind the self-fulfilling prophecy and experience the fulfillment. The option is really always up to us. That's the choice. Three of Swords, heartbreak, seeing past heartbreak. Page of Stars. Okay. And then the Ace of Stars. So the Three of Swords presents to me always when there's that experience of carrying forward an old pain. Now, sometimes it can represent actual momentary heartbreak, meaning it can show up when someone is going through that. But in the traditional decks, it actually represents light behind heartbreak, so seeing the silver lining behind the pain, right? The Page of Stars and then the Ace of Stars, the thought of the new reality, the experience of the new offer. So there's an internal process here that moves us to a new place that's probably very different from where we started, especially being that they're Pentacles cards. There's more likely a group or collective experience here, as opposed to the singular, isolated experience of the Wanderer or the Hermit. So here it's the process of seeing past old pain, old bondage, mental bondage. So it's that feeling of what's keeping me closed down and away from the fulfillment I'm actually asking for, and can I transition that through the pain to start thinking of the new option and then actually find it. I expect this week will be interesting because it may provide a kind of portal point for some of us to move through this process quickly, to move away from the thing that used to keep us safe but is no longer actually helping us out, towards the new way of being. And this new offer, this new reality, this windfall of resource provides a staging point, like a transitional foundation point, I want to say, even though that seems to be contradictive, but it's not. It's this sort of like, solid place to stand even while you're in transition, even though it's a new offer, even though it's an influx of resources. There's something here that allows for security and safety, which is a far cry from where that hermit was. That hermit had to find safety within instead of safety without. This is the offer that matches that internal safety and security. So, yeah, that's where the story ends, actually. Let me shuffle again and see if anything else comes up. Because the Five of Swords is what was next, and that doesn't feel connected. Okay. Let's see what just comes up in after some shuffling. Yeah, anxiety. The Seven of Cups, confusion, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's this processing of a type of doubt and confusion that is very anxiety inducing. But that Queen of Pentacles energy is like, no, I have what I need. She comes in to dispel the confusion and anxiety by saying, nope, I'm solid. I have what I need and then some. So a good portion of this reading is just about understanding that you have the resources you need, or that they are coming if you don't have them yet. So the focus, I would say, from this story is to pay attention to the part of you that's changing, and to allow that change to happen so that you can experience on the outside what you've already learned on the inside. All right, have a good day. I'll see you on Wednesday, and hope everything goes well this week. Bye.